How to retire in 20 years. Well, that would not be my jam because I promised 3 to 5 years to a millionaire, not retirement here. Retirement is an agricultural word that means to put cattle to pasture to die. It was never a goal for me for you to retire. You can transition into the next chapter. So new language, new thinking about what it takes. But 3 to 5 years to a millionaire, as long as you're willing to do what we ask you, is not difficult. It's just different. For those of you who want the long plan, let's talk about how you're going to get there. Understand the difference between an IRA and a 401k, and what are the specific details on how you do that and why those are okay vehicles. Second thing we're going to talk about, the benefit of self-directing those retirement plans, if that's what they're called. I rather call them qualified plans, but retirement's all over the internet, so I have to use those words for you and your search terms. And then the last thing I want to talk about is using a Roth. Now, in addition to that, let's be clear. A 20-year plan would probably mean you're a high-paid employee or somewhat a high-paid employee, which is usually $75,000 or more, and you're just going to save your way to some success or some transition day. So interesting choice. Well, I go slow when you can go fast, and it's honestly at some level, I'm going to say it's safer to do it our way than do this slow roll and live through how many economic downturns in 20 years. I mean, just in 20 years that I can count back to, we're at 2024 recording, I've lived through 4 rough ones. I mean, everyone, the pandemic was the worldwide one, but we have all lived through quite a bit if you've been around a little while. And to survive it, 20 years is a long, long time. And then if you're parking your money and praying some financial planner is going to do this all for you, you are completely mistaken, because they've allowed your stock portfolio to go down 30%, go back in the long haul, and then go down 20%. You're never going to make it back. It doesn't work. How can you use these qualified plans to help you? The difference between an IRA and a 401k, I'm actually going to read you the definitions so they're accurate. The IRA is an individual plan with a lower contribution limits, but does offer some tax deductions, so you keep some money. 401k is employer sponsored, allowing higher contributions and tax advantages, but it's tied to your job, so you can't self-direct it till you leave. You can take a loan, but you can't self-direct. Both accounts are tax-deferred growth. The problem with those is that you pay tax when you take them out, which means you're guessing what the tax rate could be, which is a risky proposition in today's economy, my opinion. Now, number 2, the benefit of self-directing. So you've quit your job. Now you have these 401ks, and maybe you had 5 jobs. What we're going to do is help you consolidate with one self-directed alternative company. And we have about 2 or 3 that we really like, and the rest are interesting. And inside of those, you can buy and invest in about 52 different asset classes. 52. You can buy cattle, you can buy gold, you can buy Bitcoin, you can buy real estate, you can buy a gas and oil. Not a good investment in 401k because you don't get the depreciation. You can do a note, you can do insurance. There's so many things you can invest in that then ramp up your speed to that 20-year transition. The last thing is a Roth IRA. I believe that when your child is born, you should have employed them and got them a Roth, because between 0 and 20, that 20 years, you would have made your kid a millionaire just by funding a Roth IRA and investing properly inside of it. But you coulda, shoulda, woulda, maybe didn't. By the way, if you haven't got my kids' book, go to makeyourkidsmillionaires.com and grab it. There's 87 things between 0 and 20 I think everyone should be doing, could be doing, would be doing, whether they are or not. And a Roth is fabulous. I did $4,000 and $9,000 Bitcoin, sold out at 80, went back in, sold out at the top. Those investments, a $4,000 and a $9,000, are both independently worth over $100,000 in my Roth, tax-free, tax-deferred. So we have strategies of the alternatives, not the traditionals, and we like to get there faster. I want you to subscribe to my channel. I want you here 5 days a week. Bring your family, bring your friends, share this channel. I need tons of watch hours. So I'm doing this cool campaign called binge watching. So you're going to binge watch 25 hours, and I'm going to give you $750 of tuition credit towards something that we can help you coach and mentor you through and help you get going. So either stay stuck or get to it. But I'd love to hear from you. Our office number's in the description below. If you have any questions, go to askloral.com, ASKLORAL. Ask a question, make a request. I'll be back tomorrow.